Hello, everyone, at Tales of Truth. I am sitting at my favorite coffee shop in Glendale, California. I have a surprise for you all. Here's a person that I have not seen in like a year and a half.
Oh, hey, Michael. Good to see you.
Good to see you, my friend. Yes, it's Armin Manukaloyan, my co-host on what's the name of our show? Hollywood in History. Armin is back in town for a month or so. He's, what are you, midway through your PhD at Georgetown?
Well, at least done with coursework, and now research begins.
All right, so those of you who don't know what it takes to get a PhD, so there's a couple of years of coursework. What's coursework?
So for history students, we have to usually take 2 years worth of courses on our subject area, or at least something close to it. Then we go through what's known as the comprehensive exams, which I just passed last month, and after that, then we actually go into the archives and get into do the dirty work and finding all the documents and to ultimately write our dissertations.
So technically, it's not technically, you're not halfway done. You can't really think of it that way. You just have requirements you have to get done before you can launch into your specialization?
Yeah, whatever you plan on writing on.
Basically, you have to write a book.
Yeah. The first early draft of what will hopefully become a book.
Got it. So your PhD dissertation will be not a first draft, but an early draft of what you hope to eventually get published, right?
Right.
So what's the subject matter of this book?
So still in its early stages, and I'm sure it'll be subject to change in the next few years, but looks at Ottoman Armenians and more of a social history of Ottoman Armenians and how they carried on their lives in the years before the First World War and before the genocide, actually.
So it's sort of an analysis of Armenian culture in the Ottoman Empire prior to this devastating event.
Yeah, basically how exactly did Armenians confront and interpret these great changes that were taking place all around them? How exactly did they conceptualize themselves as a nation? How did they view technology and advances in different fields in science, and how they looked on relationships, how their romantic relationships panned out as new notions of what it meant to be, what it meant to have a marriage. All these very complex and things which are very specific to the early First World War period that you also see in parts of Europe too.
So essentially, he's becoming an expert on the culture that produced Soghomon Tehlirian, right?
Well, Tehlirian was definitely a product of that period as well. Absolutely.
Yeah, he was like 18 years old when he left. He was 17. Yeah. He was 17 when he left. It was like the fall of 1913. Yeah, and then he moves away, and then his whole world that he grew up in is changed forever, and he never gets to go back. I mean, he visits one more time, and
under completely different set of circumstances.
He visits his home, and it's now a barracks for Russian troops, and we could go into those details, but I just wanted to, we don't post here on this channel that often, but I think that will tick up again. But he's going to Armenia. He gets to go to Armenia to like research and do work. He's going to work on his dissertation in Armenia, one of the most incredible places on the planet. So how long are you going to be in Armenia?
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, that's a good
Depends
answer.
on how much I enjoy it, I guess.
Yeah, he's going to spend obviously a lot of time in the archives, but for him, that's not work. That's pleasure reading, digging through, old documents. And I mean, he took me. I know what it's like in an archive with this guy. It's like he's found his home. He gets to just pore over the original documents that some of these people, like the prison diary. All right, you can search on this channel and find video of us in archives, etc. But I just wanted to touch base with y'all. The project is moving forward. We can't disclose a lot of stuff, but there's stuff going on, the project we're working on. I just wanted you to see that I get to see my little brother here again. It's like we picked up right where we left. Obviously, we're emailing each other and texting each other all the time, but there's something about being in the physical presence of somebody that you have come grown so close to, and your lives are like forever joined together in a very good and important way. So, any final words?
If you guys are in Armenia, let me know.
Look him up and comment in the comment section and share this video and subscribe, all that stuff. Until next time, bye. Everybody.